can turn his down.
I could shut his off, actually.
His is actually off, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back to the podcast that sold all its Beanie Babies. Hashtag just saying. And while you try to figure out if they all still have the tags, be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. You can watch the first 40 on the YouTubes. Give your ears a treat. Listen where streaming things are streamed.
All right.
We are on the TikTok.
Yes, we are.
At hashtag just saying.
That's right.
We post little pre-show banter.
Yeah.
Check that out if you wish.
Nice.
I got all that out
You
of
got
the
a lot
way.
of traction on there.
We do. I love it. Some people actually engage a little bit. They do little comments and stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I like it. So, I have to mute that because that's naughty of me.
Naughty.
I'm going to be on that naughty list.
Oh, no.
Santa.
They say the naughty list gets better presents. So that should be pretty damn good.
My goodness.
How was your week?
My week, I am a zombie.
Oh.
An absolute zombie.
Kind of zombie.
Not the brain eating kind, because that's nasty.
Yeah.
I've been doing, they got me working peasy hours this week. And I have to work tomorrow.
You didn't get a mental health day?
I wish. They sent out a thing. Actually, it's so funny you say that.
Yeah.
Because they sent out an email today.
Oh, a strongly worded email?
No, it was a softball email. They said,
Are you working tomorrow?
What is with the glitches? That's crazy. I am working tomorrow.
Damn.
Because we have to work one weekend day before the holiday.
How many hours?
That's not... They never really said. So I'm just going to do like 2, I think.
There you go.
And that'll do
Get
me.
out the way.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning of the morning, or are you gonna do it like?
Oh, I'm gonna do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Because
what's morning for you?
In the morning.
6 a.m.
Like 8 a.m. I think.
Right.
I'm not getting up super early for this.
Yeah, fuck that.
I actually when we're done recording here, I have to go drop my car off at the dealership for the big oil change kerfuffle.
Now, do you make more money working on Saturday than you do during the week, or is it the same?
It'll be OT because I've well surpassed my 40 hours.
Now is it time and a half over 40?
Honestly, I don't know. I do it so little. I do it so little. I don't know.
Getting the oil changed tomorrow?
I'm getting the oil changed tomorrow. I'm dropping the car off tonight because it has to be there in the morning, and I have to work, so I can't be 2 places at once.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Well, I've tried. I've tried splitting myself like an atom, and I can't get it done.
Your loving husband can't do it for you?
I had floated that.
Yeah.
Would you want to take my car to the dealership and wait? And that was met with a strong, I'd rather not.
Hard no.
Yeah, hard pass. Hard pass on the sitting there waiting. And I don't like sitting around waiting, and he is far worse than me about that shit. Which I don't understand.
That's why I make reservations when I go to a restaurant. I don't in and out. Let's go. I'm hungry now, not later.
Well, you'll be more hungry later if you're waiting.
Yeah, like you get there, I'm already hungry, and then you gotta wait, and then you gotta wait for them to cook the food, and then
Oh boy.
I'm starving.
No.
Gotta take my pill.
I gotta take my medication.
Gotta take my
Jesus.
back pill.
Gotta take my meds. So
this is like a $120 oil change?
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know.
That's
Hopefully not that much.
But the light's out.
You said the light turned off. Yeah.
Nice.
It keeps glitching. It's driving me nuts. I have no idea why. I hope it's not I hope it's the monitor and not the actual thing.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how much it's going to be, but it has to get done.
Yeah.
So
maintenance.
I mean, you gotta, right?
I mean, you only like twice a year because you don't get that many miles. Because your mileage just went down from before.
My mileage just went down significantly.
Yeah, so probably want to change it like twice a year.
And I mean, you would think that. But then I got an oil light. Then I got the little lamp. And that was not fun at all. At all.
Well,
I wasn't.
some people don't change their oil.
So I was
too
contemplating.
late.
Oh, I used to be one of those people when I had shit boxes. I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. It's probably why they never lasted very long.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, I was gonna reschedule my day off. I mean my Saturday to work, and then I went. I just want to get it over with, and
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't have my car, I'm just sitting around anyway.
Right. So this is the only
So
Saturday you have to work?
So I might as well work. Yeah, this is the only weekend Saturday
This
I'm
year.
working. Yeah, well, yeah, that I'm aware of.
All right.
I hope.
Yeah, but don't you have to get like extra hours during the week too?
Oh, I've been doing OT all week.
Damn.
It's been all week. I've been doing like 10-hour days.
Damn.
I know.
Now do you get it in the beginning or the end? Like you stay out.
I
like,
start
later
early.
at the day, or you start
No,
early?
well, I start early,
Okay.
and
Stay late.
like a day like yesterday, I started early, and my plan was to log off right at my log off time, and then there was a situation that I had to take care of, so I ended up staying like 20-25 minutes beyond, and I'm like, can I just end when I'm supposed to end? I just want it to end.
And how long you get for break?
I get an hour lunch.
Now, are you allowed to work to that and use that as your overtime?
No. Oh God, no. If that were possible, I would do that.
Instead of taking an hour, take a half an hour, and then an extra half an hour over
Yeah.
the course of 5 days, it'll end up being.
I wish I could
2.5 hours.
I wish I could do that, but they subtract the lunch hour like automatically. Excuse me. So there's no way for her to adjust that, because I tried that when I first started working there. I was like, oh, I had like an appointment or something. And I'm like, I'll just work through lunch the next day. And they're like, we can't let you do that. And I'm
illegal.
like, oh God, okay.
Like, okay.
Heaven forbid.
So
No.
Did you watch the Giants game? They won.
Well, I watched the first quarter and a half, and then I had to leave.
That's all they needed.
I went.
So
I
they
went
got
to
more wins than the Patriots.
So and this is on topic actually. So let me see if I could find the whole story, because I was like, what? So
It's the worst season
I was
the Patriots
leaving.
ever had.
Oh yeah, I was leaving here Sunday, and I had to go to Quincy.
Mhm.
So I had a wake to attend.
Me too.
As did you.
As did I.
And
I saw you there.
you did. I'm hard to
All
miss.
dressed up and spiffy.
Well, here's the thing with that, right? So I put on a dressy shirt, which I contemplated wearing the flamingo shirt, one of my flamingos,
Yeah.
and then I was like, it's not wake material. I was like, but it might be, kind of fun. And I was like, nah, it's not fun. So I wore just a plain dress-up shirt.
Yeah.
And I had on, I had pants on, obviously. Now, originally,
Thank you.
and I didn't have on a hoodie or a hat or anything.
No. It's rare seeing without a
I
hat.
know.
I'm like, who's this lady come up to me?
I had a
Do
job.
I know you?
I worked at Bradley's, and
Yeah.
there was it's
time ago.
off topic but on topic. There was this manager who worked there, and she didn't drive, so every night she worked, her husband would come pick her up.
Okay.
And I mean, I'd worked there for a long time. I knew him. We knew each other by sight. I'd chat with him sometimes. He was a big Genesis fan, actually.
Really?
Yeah. And
Now, Genesis before Peter Gabriel or after Peter Gabriel?
after Peter Gabriel, the Phil Collins years.
All
The Phil
right.
Collins years. So
Those are the best ones.
one day I wasn't wearing a hat, because after work I would just throw my hat on, and sometimes I'd go out with coworkers and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was walking through the lot, and I was like, "Hey, John, how you doing?" And he looked at me, and he was like, he had to look twice, and he goes, "I didn't recognize you." And I said, "Why? It's still me." And he goes, well, you're not wearing the hat. And I was like, well, now I know how to disguise myself from people.
It's like Superman.
Don't wear the hat.
Take off the glasses. Oh my God, it's Superman.
So I had on, back to the wake, I had on proper shoes.
Right.
Like dressier shoes.
Okay.
And I was walking around the house and I kept tripping.
Really?
Well, they're very heavy shoes.
Okay.
And I looked at Jay and I said, I don't think I should wear these shoes. And he goes, why not? And I said, because I have a fear I'm going to face plant at this thing. I was like, and I don't need that to happen at all.
Into the flowers.
At
Whoops,
all.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Lovely flowers.
So I went back into my office and I came out with my regular sneakers and I looked at Jay and I was like, do I look hip? And he looks at me and he like paused for a second. He goes, yeah, not in the slightest. I said, well, all these hip young people wear like the dress things and then they wear like sneakers with it. And he goes, yeah.
Yeah, like a blazer with jeans. I was like, oh,
Yeah. He's like, no, you don't look hip.
you look like a college professor.
I said, okay, well, do I look like a goof? And he goes, no, you don't look like a goof. I said, okay. That's all I need.
There you go.
So that I said, this
In
is
and out.
this is a win.
There you go.
But going back to let me
Giants.
see, because they were it was tied 0-0 when I left the house.
Yeah.
Here it is. It was tied 0-0 when I left the house, and I was like, And
It can go either way.
I mean, honestly, they were both playing like garbage, to be honest. But now
one was less garbage.
I found out either yesterday or the day prior, right?
Right.
That the Patriots were supposed to play a Monday night game
Okay.
in I think it's week 15, so it's either this Monday or the following Monday.
Okay.
Now because they're doing so poorly,
That game got canceled.
that game got canceled.
Oh, did it?
It got bumped to
August.
December 18th, I think.
Yeah.
So the first Monday night flex ever, the Eagles and the Seahawks will now play on Monday Night Football in Seattle on week 15. That was the Monday night that was supposed to be the Patriots.
Yeah.
The game moves to December 18th from December 17th. Meanwhile, the Patriot-Chiefs game will be played at 1 p.m. on December 17th. So they got bumped from the 18th, I think,
Damn.
to the 17th. So they got their Monday night slot taken away,
2 wins. That's all they have.
which is
This entire season.
I don't recall that ever happening. Like a team being so bad they weren't allowed to play the Monday night game.
Hey, you guys can't play. Why? Because you're gonna lose anyway.
Because
so
nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody's gonna watch that game. Although I will.
There are dire people like, come on.
I know.
They gotta have one more win.
Although I will say it's a Chiefs game. So wouldn't people tune in to see if the girlfriend's there?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Well, oh, she's on tour.
Oh yeah.
You
She's
know, and she's got a movie out, which is like a behind the documentary about the tour, which is I'm like, and then Beyonce's got a movie out about her tour, and
everybody's got a movie about their tour.
I guess so.
So before I forget, because I have a habit of doing,
Okay.
I wrote down so I wouldn't forget.
All right.
So we had a winner like a few weeks ago,
Okay.
and they had won, like I think it was the 3 gift cards,
Mhm.
right? So I mailed that out, and
Yeah.
I thought everything was fine. And
Both
then,
did.
and then I got a communication from Joe who says, "Did you ever mail that out? Because they didn't get it."
Yeah. Somebody got it, but it wasn't her.
So I went, "Well, that's a situation." So I
Somebody got
mailed
some
it
free
out.
gift cards.
So I mailed it out again.
Yeah.
And my thought process is that if it gets lost again, I'm going to like either hand deliver it or I will send it like some sort of insured mail.
Hand delivered to Virginia.
Well, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And my
I drove
boss,
17 hours just to get.
yeah, I'll have to bring my work laptop and work on the road.
I'm
fine.
dedicated.
Yeah, which is fine.
I'll do anything for my fans.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
So yeah.
So that's
that.
That's what's happening in that end of the world.
Sean?
Oh, Sean's with his mom tonight.
Yeah. Watching football.
I don't know if it's football.
Something.
I assume
Well, you got
so.
Gillette. You got. What else would
Don't
they
they
play?
do other things at Gillette?
They have concerts, but I don't know if they have.
I don't know.
It'd be weird to play like. I don't know.
Well, my
Hockey at Gillette Stadium.
my friend Tina, her hometown
Hi, Tina.
hi Tina. Her hometown just played at Gillette. So I think there's some sort of Super Bowl thing happening.
Ah.
Speaking of Tina.
Could we? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, where is it on my list?
I don't know. It's on the bottom of the list.
No, it's not at the bottom of the list. I just don't know where it is. But I know the story anyway because I was there.
All right.
So,
All right.
excuse me. So, Tina. I had seen Tina last night.
All right.
So
How is she?
She appears to be fine, and I appeared to have not written down what I wanted, but it's fine because I was there.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, I found it.
Hey.
So she left,
All right.
and okay, so there's a store called Bath and Body Works, right?
Yep.
So I go there. I like some of their stuff, and
Candles and shit.
yeah, candles and shit. And they were
Lotions.
they're having a candle sale. So last night, Tina and I were chatting about candles.
All right.
And we're like, oh, which one? And I was, I had already got some. So I said, oh, well, because she was like, oh, I wonder what this one smells like, that one. And I was like, oh, I have that one. Let me go get it. So we went to my candle closet. We were going through the candles. Anyway.
Okay.
So she leaves.
You have a closet for.
I have a candle closet, yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's awful. I don't care.
Springtime. This is for summer. This is for.
Well, I don't necessarily have a designated.
This is for Christmas.
I just, whatever one I want to burn. I grab it and I go.
All right.
So she left, and Jay sequesters himself on the other side of the house when she's So
They don't get along.
no, they get along fine. It's just he's like, hang out with your friend,
No.
and I'll go do something else. So he went and
That's nice
usually
of him.
it's some silly ham radio thing he's doing,
Ham.
which he likes because then he doesn't feel guilty for not spending time with me.
There you go.
So he appears in the living room and he goes, because she had left, and he's like, so. He'll say sometimes, because I ask him when he hangs out with his friend. He has a friend. And,
A friend.
Well, there's one particular friend that he'll hang out with maybe 2 or 3 times a year.
Okay.
And I know this person, and I say,
I hope
like,
so.
well, I don't know him well. Because I will often say, like, what do you talk about with this person? Because I have tried to engage them in conversation before, and I cannot. It doesn't work.
Break the wall.
Yeah, and I don't know if he even has a sense of humor, because I've never seen him really laugh.
Yeah.
So I said, every time I'll say, what did you guys talk about? And he'll sit there and he'll try to think, and he'll go, yeah, I don't know. He's like, oh, okay. So
I forgot.
So to tease me, sometimes he'll go, what did you ladies talk about? So he comes in and he's like, what did you ladies talk about? And I said, candles. And he goes, the whole time? And I said, yeah, about an hour or so. And he went, you talked about candles for an hour? I said, maybe I did. And what's it to you? It's nothing to you. You weren't involved. Jesus.
It's not ham radio.
Oh, God, don't get me started. It's just ham radio stuff. So, hey, it was fine.
There you go.
They were having like a big for
Bobo?
like, well, no, it was just they were very cheap for what they normally cost.
Nice.
And I guess like in the morning, like this morning, if you went into the app and you like logged on, it put you in a queue to wait to get into the site or the app so you could buy the candles.
Okay.
So I texted her this afternoon and I said, how'd you do in the thing? And she She wrote me back when she got out of work, and she goes, "I was in that queue for an hour."
Damn.
I went, "Really?" And I was like, "How many candles did you get though?" And she goes, "Yeah, I got like 13."
13 candles. Damn. One for each month and an extra one.
It's crazy though.
Now, do you use the car freshener ones? They have car freshener.
I have one of those. I'll buy some sometimes. It depends.
Like you go to your house smells like your car, and vice versa.
My car.
I feel at home in my car.
My car usually smells nice. I have a little spray. I mean the tech.
I use little trees.
When the tech gets in my car tomorrow, is going to be very pleased. Like, wow, this is a very pleasant smelling vehicle. I'm glad I'm
nice and clean.
Yeah, I'm glad. Well, yeah, my car's never really too disorderly. I don't like a messy vehicle. It drives me crazy.
Same here.
Yeah. This afternoon, I reminded Jay. I said, "Don't forget, we have to go drop my car off when I'm done recording tonight." And he goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Well, I guess I'll go out to the truck and clear a space for you." And I went, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
Now they have a key drop, or they have someone there to take you?
I hope they have a key drop.
Most places
otherwise
do.
It's going to be... Otherwise, it's going to be very awkward. Be like, "Well, I know." You're like, I'll just slide it under the
camera.
Just slide it under the door, I guess.
Just throw it. So, like, leave him a note, like, the key is under the front tire, or under the fender on the front tire. Or...
Oh, my God.
Now, does your gas door lock?
My gas door?
Yeah, or does
yes.
so you can put in the gas door and, like, they can open it. And,
oh,
like, if it doesn't lock.
No, you got to pop the thing. Pop the thing to make anything happen.
You give him, like, just a basic key, or you're going to give him, like, everything, like the remote start key and everything? Or just gonna...
I usually just give him all the keys involved with the vehicle. It's just easier.
There you go. My house key.
Yeah, I mean,
key to my toolbox.
Take all my stuff. Take all my keys.
There you go.
You know, and just help yourself. Help yourself.
We have her address. We can go to her house. She'll be home.
She'll be home working. Because that's all I do.
Shouldn't be that long. I mean, if you drop it off, it'll take like an hour. If you had an appointment.
I suspect it's going to be at least an hour. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to speculate because usually when I do that, it's just going to be an hour. It'll end up being like 3 or 4 before I hear anything.
We were going to call you, but we forgot.
Yeah.
We got busy.
Jay had put his truck in
for
something, and this was like a month ago.
Okay.
And he put it in on like Thursday.
All right.
And the guy never called him to tell him it was done. And then for some reason he didn't open his shop again on Friday. He had closed his shop on Friday. There was no holiday, nothing happening. It was just before Thanksgiving. He just didn't open. He had like a medical issue or whatever. Oh, so Jay had to wait all the way until Monday.
Damn.
And then he went back to the mechanic and he's like, "Hey man, is my truck ready?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I thought you would have picked it up on Thursday. I left the key in it for you." He's like, "You never called me." He's like, "I'm not just gonna come and take it." He's like, "Well, you could have taken it." He's like, "No. How do I know you fixed it?"
It looks fixed.
No.
Looks can be deceiving.
It sure can. How was work?
Good.
Yeah.
It was all right. I mean,
had
a little issue on Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
So. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So I got this girl that works at my work. Her name is JP. And
that's
her name is Joanna, but she wants to be called JP.
Okay.
So we call her JP. She pulls in a truck to do an oil change. I go to lunch. I get half an hour lunch. Come back to lunch. She's still in the truck. Whatever. I grab my next job. And I'm working on it. And she comes up to me. And she's like, "Hey, can you finish this truck for me?" I'm working on this guy. Well, after you're done with that, I'm like, "Why can't you finish it?" I'm like working on trucks. I'm like, the truck was in the air already. Like all you had to do was like just. She's like, "I don't like working on trucks." I'm like, whatever. She pawned it off on me. I'm like, I finished my car, and then did that one. So the guy who owned the truck was waiting an hour and a half for an oil change when she refused to work on it because it's a truck.
Well,
Or next time she asks me, I'm going to tell her no.
If she has an issue working on trucks, why did she take it to begin with? Why didn't she just say...
I don't know.
Why didn't you... I hope that's the still, by the way, is you going like this.
I don't know.
Why didn't you just say, hey, man, I don't like working on trucks. I'll take whatever you got, and you take this thing.
I don't know.
Okay.
You can't pick and choose the cars you work on, you know.
I understand that.
Look at the draw, you know. I wish I could pick and choose. I've been there long enough. If she refused to work on the truck, like,
would you take all the easy stuff?
It wasn't that hard either. She just doesn't like. I don't know.
What's the difference? I can't imagine.
There was a skid plate you got to take down to change the oil. Like they put a skid plate on the truck for off roading. So you take the skid plate down, a couple bolts. Plate comes down, change the oil, put it back up. But she didn't want to do that.
She didn't want to do that. Okay.
She didn't want to do her job apparently, so I had to do my job and her job. I didn't get any extra money for it, but
she got a check minus that day.
I know.
My goodness.
And I guess it's not the first time she's done it. She's done it to other people too. Like she'll pawn off like jobs that she doesn't want to do to other people.
Wish I could do that.
I'm like, damn, must be nice.
Jeez.
Oh well. So what else I got?
I wish I could do that.
Okay, Shrinky Dinks. You remember those?
I do.
What was the point of them?
It was
they were big. You put them in the oven. They shrink down.
Yeah.
And then what?
What was when they were big? I think you painted them.
Okay.
So that they were, because I remember doing like Scooby Doo Shrinky Dinks.
Yeah, but what'd you do afterward? After you painted them and they shrunk down.
I mean, you could have it as
put them on display, like little trophies.
Well, I mean, you could make it into like an ornament or something if they were.
Oh, yeah, I never.
If it was like Christmas.
I never did them, so like, what is the point of put it in the oven and they shrink? I'm like, cool.
Yeah. It was.
Then what do you do?
It was supposed to be magical because they shrank. So you sit there and went, "This is the greatest invention ever."
What happens when you put a burger in the oven? It shrinks.
This is what happens when you put plastic in the oven. It shrinks. It's science. A little science lesson for a kid. Remember those in color forms?
Yes.
I had color forms too.
Guess who's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I'm going to guess it's not me.
No, it's not.
Because I've not been notified.
Macaulay Culkin.
Ah.
Yeah. Kevin McAllister.
Has he done a good body of work to be on the Walk of Fame?
I don't think so.
Or are they going to put him like on the Walk of Fame that's like down an alley?
Probably.
He's like, put him down the alley. I mean, around the corner from the Chinese theater.
He's done a lot of movies, but I mean, as far as recently, I don't know.
I can't remember.
He did a commercial a couple years ago.
Well, yeah, for the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, but that was it. Like, if that gets you a star in a Hollywood, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do a commercial.
I don't know that I would. It depends on the product, I think.
I can't remember what he was promoting.
Can't be out here doing every little thing.
Okay.
It's not right.
Let's see.
I guess Home Alone was so indelible in people's minds. They're just like, he's the greatest actor ever.
He's got so much range.
Yeah, look at that.
He always plays an annoying little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Uncle Buck?
Yes. I do.
He was an annoying kid there. He was an annoying kid here.
Yeah, well, that's when you find your niche, I guess you stay with it.
Yeah, guess so.
Like, oh.
Did you watch the what was it? WandaVision.
Yes.
Remember the character Agatha?
Yes. It was Agatha all along.
It was Agatha all along. She's getting a spin-off series. It's coming October 31st, 2024.
It's coming on Halloween.
That's right.
Her character's
on Disney Plus.
Her character's a witch. That's why I think that's funny.
Like the title keeps changing, so I don't like.
That's funny.
Agatha.
They had
Agatha Harkness.
They had said like back when WandaVision ended that they were thinking about doing that.
Yep. They are.
So it's not really. I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, Shocking.
And like they have like not a trailer, but like a behind the scenes, like they're talking about it, and they show a couple of scenes in it. So,
okay.
and, yeah.
Where is
So I don't know, like if like Elizabeth Olsen will be in it, or
Probably
Paul
not.
Bettany, and you know.
I'm gonna guess Elizabeth Olsen isn't gonna be in it because she doesn't want to do Scarlet Witch anymore.
Really?
And she has said that from the spoiler, she had said from the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie
Right.
that she considers the character dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, in Marvel movies, like, and nobody.
We went back in time and saved them.
I mean, nobody's really.
Yeah.
If they want to bring the character back, they will. They're already talking about bringing Tony Stark back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Same actor? Are they going to change? Are they going to recast?
I presume, but I don't know.
RDJ.
I mean, I hate to speculate.
Hmm?
Speaking of stuff. Ha.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice 2, they finished it because
Yay.
before the because before the strike, he had a couple of days left of shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And then the strike ended, and he finally finished it.
Yay.
So we'll get it next year.
Nice. On track.
Yeah. What do you think? And I realize I'm changing gears very quickly.
It's okay.
But what do you think about the Wonka thing? The Wonka film?
I don't know. It looks weird. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Timothy Chalamet.
Me neither. Yeah.
It's like do we really need to know how we started out? Like,
I don't know. Well,
know?
the first reactions are calling it charming.
Charming.
Yeah, and his performance, and I'm quoting somebody, it's not from me,
All right.
intoxicating. So I don't know, but prior to hearing all of these things about that,
Yeah.
I was curious but not committed. I'm curious
I'll
and
wait for
uncommitted.
it to come on stream or something.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, this today came out the Indiana Jones, the last one, the Dial of Destiny. It's on Disney Plus. Streaming.
The Blue Beetle thing is on HBO Max now.
Yep. I'm gonna watch that soon.
I have to sit and watch that because that seemed very kind of interesting. That's a DC thing. Yep. I'm not well versed on the DC.
Yeah.
But I promised the TikTok people
Blue Beetle.
a FedEx story.
What do you got?
I actually have two. So I'm going to do the one that involves me.
Okay.
So here's the deal. I overslept this morning because I'm tired.
How much oversleep?
I overslept. I woke up like maybe a minute before I was supposed to log on to work.
A minute?
Yeah. And so I ended up being like 5 minutes late logging on. It's not a big deal because I've, already done like 50 hours this week.
50?
I'm paraphrasing my hours. Don't quote me on that, but it has to be close because I've been doing like 10-hour days. So
times 5 is 50.
So I didn't have time to ready myself. So I just sat and logged on. My plan was on my lunch that I was going to shower and, do all my morning prep in the afternoon. So,
breakfast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had breakfast, so.
Did you have a Kodiak cake?
Of course.
What flavor?
I have the chocolate chip and maple flavor this week.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
You got the correct ones this time.
I did.
Didn't send you the oatmeal ones.
God, I was able to give those away. I gave them to my nephew. I don't know if he's eating them, but I did give them to him.
You re-gifted them.
I did. Well, I couldn't give them back. They wouldn't take them back.
Was it still sealed?
No, it's just they won't take food back.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I was stuck with it.
Okay.
So I gave it to him because I didn't want to throw it away. It costs money. They're expensive.
So you overslept.
So I overslept a little bit. So I was kind of like in sweatpants and like a t-shirt and just working.
Okay.
So I
Lounging.
yeah. But I mean, I was
Business casual.
I was gonna shower after on my lunch break and then get my get properly dressed and all this other stuff.
All right.
But until then, I'm just chattering away, working. So I get because I have a motion sensor doorbell, so my motion sensor is going off.
Mm-hmm.
So I look, and it's a guy in my driveway, and he's kind of walking up and down the driveway, just being. I'm like, what is he doing?
He's measuring.
Well, I mean, I think he was trying to decide what he wanted to do, and eventually he decided he was going to ring the bell. So he rings the bell.
Sure, the first thing you do, either knock or ring the bell.
I mean, I don't know what his deal was. So
when I was doing like the people, I don't know if you never know if the doorbell works or not.
Yeah.
So I always knock because knocking that always works.
Knocking sometimes works.
Always work, But
so I go to I'm not happy about going to the door because I'm not. I mean, I'm dressed, but not for the world.
I'm not fit for the outside world.
I'm not fit for eyes. I'm just not. I'm not. I don't want to be gazed upon. That's what I don't need it. So
yeah.
I can talk to people through the doorbell. So I said, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Well, I need you to sign for a package. I got to drop a package off. I need you to sign for it." And I'm like, "Oh fuck." So I go to the door, and I open it up enough. And the guy's kind of looking at me. So he goes, "Can you sign for the package, please?" And he's kind of like, "What were you doing before you opened up the door?" So I look at this guy, and I said, "Listen, I'm gonna sign for your package." And it's a touch screen. You just
okay.
And I said, "Listen, I just want you to know." You caught me right before a shower. I don't know why I had to tell this man that. I don't know why I had to tell him that. But I did. I didn't want him to think that this was just how I am on a normal. This is just a Friday. I don't want him to think that. So
this guy's like, okay, I don't need your whole life
story.
So
I said, I don't know why I had to.
Yeah.
So I said, you caught me right before a shower, and he said, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." And I was like, yeah, now I'm like empowered. Like, yeah, you should be.
Yeah, but don't you get like a notification saying they're on their way or?
No, I didn't get. It's not my package.
Oh.
So I had no knowledge of this was happening at all. So I signed for it, and then they ask you, your name. So I say it and I spell it because people get my first name wrong.
Yeah.
So then
It's so hard.
And this is where I'm an idiot. This is where I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Like I wasn't an idiot before. I had to tell the guy, "You caught me right before a shower." This is where, so he says to me, I hand him back the thing. He wishes me a good day, and then he says, "Enjoy your shower." And I said, "Thanks, you too."
Eventually you'll shower.
You too. Really? And I closed the door and I went, I'm a fucking idiot. And that's like as bad as like when someone gives you food and they go, "Hey, enjoy your meal." And you're like, "Thanks, you too."
Take care now.
Yeah. It's like, oh, man.
Oh, wow.
It was ridiculous.
I made for a good story.
Well, it did make for a good story because I'm an idiot.
Well,
So that's just how it is.
So that was the one FedEx. Don't you have two FedEx things you said?
I do. We'll save that for the other thing. It doesn't involve me.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a silly little thing.
Tune into the audio.
I know.
What else I got? I learned a new slang term.
Uh-oh. Yeet?
No, that's old.
I don't know. I don't know words,
When
Joe.
something's crazy, they call it chips. That's chips. Like potato chips. I don't know.
Why do they call it chips?
I don't know. But that's what I heard. They're like,
What?
man, that's just straight chips.
There was
Like,
This is-
straight fire, no cap.
no cap.
Facts. Now it's chips.
I heard this.
I'm like, California Highway Patrol.
I know why. Punch and John.
Some people get that reference. Some people won't.
Hey, they're on their own.
Dun, dun,
Years
dun,
ago.
Yes.
Do you remember? Do you remember when? Well, my dad has this kind of phone, but a lot of people don't.
Flip phone?
Yeah, like the old phones where you have to, like, if you want to like write a word.
You gotta press 1111.
Yeah. You gotta
I remember that.
keep hitting the thing for the corresponding letter.
Yeah.
I was listening to this interview with this British guy. His name's Stephen Fry. And
no, one was a name like two. It started at two because like one was nothing. Two was ABC. Three
maybe.
was D. Yeah, whatever.
So he was texting with his nephew, and this was back at those kind of phones.
Okay.
And his nephew kept saying book, like book, and he's like, "Do you want me to buy you a book? Like, why do you keep saying book?"
Fuck.
And he realized it was because the kid meant cool, but he didn't want to keep pressing the numbers for the letters. So it was a shorthand. It meant cool. So all the kids were saying book instead of cool.
Book means cool.
Book means cool. I never thought I'd see the
crazy. Chips means crazy.
I'm still trying to find out why chips means. Is it because like when the chips are down kind of thing? Like, you got a chip on your shoulder?
I have no idea. If you know, let us know.
Someone
why
needs
is
to tell
chips
me.
the new slang term for crazy?
Somebody's got to tell me what's happening. The great thing is that it used to be like when my niece and nephews would talk and I had no idea. I was like, what are you saying? But they're getting older, so it's happening to them now. Where they're like, what does that mean? And I'm laughing because I'm like, welcome. That's how you know.
That's right.
You're getting older.
The music, you don't like the music.
Oh, that's been for a while. I don't like any new music. But moment of silence for good music.
All right.
So.
Yes.
Now, we had a winner last week, yes?
We did have a winner last week. Congratulations, Yvonne.
Hey!
She was able to guess Uncle Buck with Macaulay Culkin.
With Macaulay Culkin.
And the late, great John Candy.
Okay.
Yes. So she won 3 gift cards, which I have to give to her. So this week's quote's worth 1 gift card, Dunkin' Donuts. To win, you comment the name of the movie on the video. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Well, now I know what a TV dinner feels like. Comment below.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
That was a short one.
Yes, it was.
I don't think I know what that is. I'll have to wait for the break.
Yes.
So.
Good luck.
I know. So thank you so much for joining us. Before I send it down the short table, here's your fun fact of the week. In Japan, Christmas Eve is usually considered a romantic day for couples and can be considered the Japanese Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
On Christmas Day, they eat traditional Christmas foods such as a Christmas sponge cake with whipped cream and strawberries and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Wow.
Which must be ordered in advance due to the high demand.
Wow.
People will wait hours on
KFC.
Christmas Eve for KFC.
Wow. Interesting.
It's a fun fact.
Yes, it is. Have a great weekend and happy holidays.
Sorry if you're working.